Give me one case study, if you will, somebody, let's say, who's had...
Well, one of the guys you're interviewing,
a
fellow from Sydney, was a corporate salesman, sales manager with Optus, dealing into the corporate, talking to the suits, dealing into the corporate world, probably making somewhere 150, 200 grand a year, typical corporate lad, but was just imposing on his time and the raising of 4 young kids, and just not giving him lifestyle, not giving him the total freedom that he wanted to be, independent. Having to play that corporate politic game, having someone ring him and say, "Where are you?"
Right.
So he's 2 years with us, replaced his corporate income, and now has even more freedom than he had as a corporate salesman.
And would you say that's standard? Is that...
Shaune, we don't have a standard. We really don't have a standard.
No,
it's just different for everyone. I mean, we've got the lady lawyer, the ex-lawyer that I mentioned, is a woman in her mid-30s with a couple of young kids. Hubby's a jumbo airline pilot for a major airline. She simply wanted to be able to work 2 or 3 days a week for 2 or 3 hours a day.
Wow.
And have a few clients and make 30, 40 grand a year just doing what she likes doing and helping the small business community. And she wanted to get out of law.
So that's the range, though. 2 to 3 hours a day, 2 or 3 days a week, for 30 to 40 grand a year, up to a full-time income, really pushing it to 300,000, 400,000. That's
about the range. And beyond that, we do teach our licensees leveraging methodology of sub-licensees and staffing and the pushing down, and we even teach licensees how to structure residual deals with their clients. And passive income deals futuristically with clients on income yet to be gained. But that's designed to take the hard worker, the one that wants to go really hard, to a whole new level. And in fact, off the top end of that, Shaune, we've already lost a couple of licensees that have virtually gone into the marketplace now in their own right with sub-licensees and on their way to becoming competitors. So that's the other end of that spectrum.
Wow. So tell me, Ross, if I'm looking on now, listening in, tell me what's the #1 reason that I should become an RIBI licensee. Just sum it all up for me, who I should be and why I should join.
I think, confidently, and I'm biased, the best systems in the world. I believe the best training methodology in the world. We train our licensees very thoroughly. We have a wonderful support mechanism for all licensees coming into the network via our vouchers, via one-on-one availability with experienced and senior licensees within our network. We have weekly conference call structure. We have a licensee website, a login website, which offers licensees chat forums, topical forums, so a licensee, for example, can get a client in a particular business that they know nothing about, and they can simply put it in the forum, and other licensees with clients in that industry will contribute what they did to help those clients.
Very interesting.
So I believe we've got the real deal, the whole package of what anyone wanting to come into the business consulting and coaching industry, that they may feel they've got shortcomings in certain areas. I believe our package accommodates those shortcomings.
I think anyone who's watching should take that to heart, that if they're reviewing different businesses to get into, look at the wholeness of that business. And it seems to me like you say it, I mean, it sounds simple, but that you've got it all covered. And I think that's a key point for everyone to really look at. Is it really all covered?
Shaune, I see we get a lot of people that are doing due diligence on a variety of industries, and they sort of come across us through the web, or and the viewers will know exactly how they found us. Well, I see people pay $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 for well-known franchises, and the first day that the person that does the cooking or the person that does the cutting doesn't turn up at 5 o'clock in the morning to prepare the shop, the franchise owner's got to be in there and become his own cutter or his own cooker or his own baker. And I wonder about their return on investment and the lifestyle they get when they spend that much money, considered to the very small proportion of that amount of money that people have to pay to become a licensee of our network, and virtually get up and running within 3 months. You know, we commit to our licensees to get them up and running within 3 months. We ask them to commit to us that they are willing to support themselves for that 3 months.
Yeah.
But we offer those guarantees, and we offer an income guarantee in the first 12 months.
You do?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. More detail on that in the package that they'll get. But we offer a training guarantee. We're the only people in our industry worldwide that allow an incoming licensee to do our full 8-day training program and then make up their mind whether they want to proceed with their becoming a business consultant.
Meaning that they have paid the license fee, gone through the 8 days. At the end of that 8 days, if they say, hey, Ross, this is just not what I thought it was, it's not for me, they can get a refund.
They can get a refund minus 15% to cover our costs and, of course, the cost of training.
Wow.
Right, and they can walk away. We'll tear up the agreement.
I know for sure that's not standard.
No, those two guarantees are industry-leading guarantees throughout the world.
And so we've mentioned the kind of the corporate culture, why people would come from that. You just mentioned franchises. I think another one that comes to mind for me in terms of this type of an income would be property investing. How would you compare someone being a property investor to being an RIBI licensee?
I wouldn't really begin to compare that, Shaune. I think that is something that you either want to do or you don't, much like becoming a business coach or consultant is something you either want to do or you don't. And I wouldn't offer our opportunity as an alternative to having property investment, although we do have probably half a dozen come to mind of our licensees that use their cash flow from their consulting and coaching business to continue to grow their property portfolio.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
So then that's proof then that people are making pretty good money if they're using it to fund their property investing. Yeah,
well, as I said, there's half a dozen licensees come to mind that's exactly why they came into this business, to have the freedom to continue to look after their properties and at the same time, you know, work part-time in our industry to make the cash flow to support the growth of a property
What
portfolio.
I find interesting, Ross, is how cavalierly you say that. I mean, that is sensational, really, that someone is using their RIBI income to fund their property investment. One last question, Ross. I'm looking in, and I want to know, what am I going to get from Ross Hancock? What are you going to do for me if I sign on the dotted line?
Just give you the best training and the best support that we can offer. A commitment from me personally and from the organisation that if you do the work, we will make you successful to whatever level you want to be successful in this industry.
So, Ross, do me this one favor. You've mentioned a whole array of things. Give me one specific thing. I'll tell you, that online thing kind of stands out for me. But give me one specific nugget, if you will, that I can hold on to that says RIBI is really different.
Shaune, we have embraced technology. Whilst we still have a need to deliver printed hard copy systems,
right.
We've also embraced online technology. We have 3 online programs available to our licensees for them to use to coach their clients.
Yeah.
We have one of the world's premier online sales training programs. We have our business mastery program, which is an online program. Now, module 1 of that program, Shaune.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
Right, is create your strategic plan for your business now that you've got yourself a business coach. What exactly are you going to do with your business now that you've got yourself a business coach?
You'd call that a personalised plan?
That is a personalised strategic plan that our coach won't go any further with you, having done the diagnostic, regardless of what the diagnostics told him about where the pain might be and where the illness is. The first thing we're going to do is say, let's look at the strategic plan. What do you want out of your business? Why are you in business? What do you want out of it? What do you want to get for yourself, your family, your return on investment? And we're going to put that into the strategic plan module in our business mastery program. And
I can only imagine what all the other modules are. Clearly something for everyone watching to dig a little deeper into. Do your due diligence and see what RIBI is about. Great pleasure, Ross.
Thanks, Shaune.